time to talk about this man, Jesus. You see, Jesus, people came from everywhere to hear him, to see him, from the east, from the west, to see this man that opened blind eyes, to see this man that made the lame walk. He was amazing. The wondrous works that he did. Sit back and check out what Jesus is doing right now. And you see, with only 2 loaves and 5 fishes, Jesus multiplied it and everybody was fed. You see, this was no ordinary man. I knew it, they knew it, and Pilate knew it. Or no matter how great he was, or how many miracles he performed, he was destined to die. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever just believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
And the day came before he would be betrayed. And straightway in the morning, chief priests held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council, and bound Jesus and carried him away and delivered him to Pilate.
Art thou the King of the Jews?
Jesus answered nothing, and Pilate marveled. Now it was their custom to ask the people whom to be released when more than one prisoner was in question.
Bring me Barabbas. Will ye that I release unto thee the king of the Jews? Will ye that I release unto thee the king of the Jews? What evil hast he done?
So Pilate, consenting to the desires of the people, released Barabbas and to them, and delivered Jesus to be crucified.
You see, the very same people that walked with him and talked with him were the ones that gave him up, that led him to be crucified. The very people that he was with, his friends, his followers, then said, crucify him, crucify him, thus fulfilling those scriptures that said he would come into the world and that they would reject him.
And they took him, and they beat him 39 times, and they pierced him in his side, and they laughed at him, and they mocked him.
Down the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem that day.
Get up!
The soldiers tried to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see the man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating. There were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head. And he bore with every step the scorn of those who cried out for his death. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. But he chose to walk the road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, on the way to Calvary. Por la Via Dolorosa, triste día en Jerusalén, los soldados le abrían paso a Jesús. Mas la gente se acercaba para ver a que lleva aquella cruz. Por la Via Dolorosa, que es la vía del dolor, como deja vino Cristo descendió.
And on the first day of the week came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to the tomb, but he wasn't there. He had risen as he said.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It is finished.
And on the first day of the week came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to the tomb, but he wasn't there. He had risen as he said.
Why seek ye the living among the dead? He has risen, as he said. Come see the place where the Lord used to live.